Sunday night, 9 p.m. The most powerful man in the global economy did something unprecedented. Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve, released a video message from his home. He wasn't talking about interest rates or inflation. He was talking about a criminal indictment. On Friday, the Department of Justice served the Federal Reserve with grand jury subpoenas. The target? Jerome Powell himself. The charge? Misleading Congress about a building renovation. But Powell isn't backing down. He's calling it a political hit job. Is this the end of the American dollar as we know it? Today we look at the war between the White House and the Fed. Part 1. The renovation scandal. To understand this, we have to look at the Mariner S. Eccles building in Washington, D.C. It's the marble fortress that houses the Fed. It hasn't been fully renovated since 1937. In 2022, Powell authorized a massive overhaul to remove asbestos and lead. The original budget, $1.9 billion. The current cost, $2.5 billion. The DOJ, led by Trump ally Jeanine Pirro, claims Powell lied to the Senate about luxury features. They allege the project includes VIP dining rooms, new marble, and private elevators. Powell's response: those are pretexts. He says the marble was recycled, the elevators are original, and the budget increased because of 2026 inflation and supply chain collapses. But in the eyes of the DOJ, this is perjury. Part 2. The real war. Interest rates. Why would a building renovation lead to a criminal indictment? It wouldn't, unless the president wanted it to. Throughout late 2025, President Trump has demanded that Powell slash interest rates to zero to trigger a new golden age. Powell refused. The Fed only cut rates by 25 basis points in December, keeping the target at 3.50% to 3.75%. Powell says the threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Fed setting rates based on data rather than the preferences of the president. This is a battle for the soul of the U.S. economy. If the president can use the DOJ to jail a Fed chair for his policy decisions, the Fed's independence is officially dead. Part 3. The global fallout. Gold at $4,600. The markets are reacting with pure panic. Gold has spiked to an all-time high of $4,600. Bitcoin and the Solana meme supercycle we discussed yesterday are seeing massive inflows as people flee the dollar. Every living former Fed chair, Greenspan, Bernanke, and even Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen just signed a joint letter. They are warning that this is how monetary policy is made in emerging markets with weak institutions. They fear that if Powell is removed or jailed, the U.S. will see 1970s-style hyperinflation. The dollar is already beginning to weaken against the euro and the yen. The conclusion: what happens in May? Powell's term as chair expires in May 2026. The White House is already grooming Kevin Hassett to take his place. But Powell says he will stand firm in the face of threats. He intends to finish his term, even if he has to fight a criminal trial to do it. In 2026, wealth isn't just about stocks and bonds. It's about who controls the printer. Right now, two men are fighting for the handle, and the global economy is caught in the middle. Is Powell a hero defending democracy, or a stubborn mule hiding a $700 million waste of taxpayer money? The answer will determine the value of every dollar in your pocket. We are tracking this minute by minute on Global Growth.